If you've spent any time on Zwift, you will have probably seen this bike, the Tron Bike. It seems like everyone has it, but if you go to the Zwift garage, you won't find it. You can't get it by leveling up and spending your sweat points like you do most other bikes. You have to earn it, and you earn it by climbing a lot, like 50,000 meters of climbing. But before you just head out and start riding uphill, I got a couple suggestions that'll help it go just a little bit faster. Hey everyone, welcome to Workout Wednesday. This week we're talking about the Tron Bike and how to get it as fast as possible. Beyond just looking like a cool bike and being able to customize the colors, the bike's great for racing as well. It's fast. Looking at this graph from Zwift Insider, we have the flat course times along the bottom and then the climbing course times along the side. And we see that most bikes sort of follow a general curve. That makes total sense. Bikes that climb really well aren't super fast on the flats, and then the bikes that are really aerodynamic and are really fast on the flats don't climb super well. All makes total sense. But the Tron Bike, this yellow dot over here, kind of falls off that curve. It's almost as fast on the flats as the fastest road bikes, only a few seconds off, but it climbs a lot better than those. So the Tron Bike has this unique position in Zwift where it just seems to do a lot of things really well, and that's why people use it so often in races. So as I mentioned in the beginning, you get the bike by climbing 50,000 meters, but you can't just go out and start riding hilly courses. You actually need to select the challenge in the Zwift menu before your climbing time actually counts towards this challenge. So we can go into the Zwift menu, and under the challenge banner, we can see our challenges here, and we can select the Everstein challenge. Once I've selected that, then all the time that I spend climbing will actually go towards my progress of getting this bike. At this point, you could just stop watching the video, do the challenge, and just ride, and eventually you will get the Tron Bike. But we can be a little smarter than that, and there's actually a few ways that we can make this go just a little bit faster. Zwift Insider actually did a great analysis of this. Thank you, Zwift Insider. I will link the article down below. They looked at all of the major climbs, this was back in 2019, to try to figure out which ones were the most efficient. From their analysis, they determined that the Road to Sky course in Watopia, which is the Epic KOM, was the most efficient. Since then, Zwift has released the France World for the Tour de France from this past year, and there is a monster climb in that world, the Mont Ventoux climb. So I decided to redo the Zwift Insider test comparing the Road to Sky course with the Mont Ventoux course to see which one is better. For my test, I did it in offline mode with a simulated 250 watts, so it was steady the whole time. 250 never changed, and I was on the Specialized Tarmac Pro bike with NV 3.4 wheels. The avatar that I was using is set to 5'10" at 158 pounds. Here's where there's a little bit of math involved. I will link the equation right here. So this is the equation that I'm using to try and give some objective numbers to this. Like I said, we want to try to find the most meters for the least amount of work. And the way that the formula works out, we basically get kilojoules per meter. And the smaller the number, the better, because that means less work per meter. Now, when I did the Road to Sky course, I came out at 0.92 kilojoules per meter. And the Mont Ventoux course, which I believe is called the Ven Top, is the official course, came out at 0.85 kilojoules per meter. So we have a new champion. The France Mont Ventoux route, which, like I said, Ven Top, that's the best way to get elevation. That is the most efficient route. Now, unfortunately, the France World isn't always available, so if it's not available, the Road to Sky is still incredibly efficient. If you want to get the Tron Bike as fast as possible, hang out in those two courses, and that's your best bet. Okay, now even with these two courses and being as efficient as possible, don't be thinking that you're gonna knock this out in a weekend. You're still climbing 50,000 meters. It's gonna take a long time, but hopefully with this information, you can do it just a little bit faster. Thank you to everyone who stuck around to the end of the video and has been liking and commenting on all the previous videos. That means a lot to me, thank you. We will see you on Friday for our Faster on Friday videos where we're talking about the tires. Last week we talked about the tubes and why that's like the greatest upgrades you can make for your bike. And now we're going to be talking about the tires, which is also one of the best upgrades you can make for your bike, going a lot faster for very little money. So we'll see you on Friday. Bye.